Hi, Libra. This is your general reading for the week of January 9th. I'm not asking anything to see what does the universe throw out of this? What throws? So the very first card is the Four of Wands, and that's an 11-11 typically. So these one. And it's all about balance and foundations and happy home life and all of those physical manifestations of that. So I just did Virgo's reading and I couldn't remember if the devil card was between the devil and death, if it was 13 and 15. And so you've also got the devil here and it's number 15. So wow. Okay, so you're really trying to be a Libra and balance things out. We've got Venus retrograde in Capricorn. We have the Sun in Capricorn. We have Mercury going retrograde on the 14th. It's going to stay there until February 4th. We'll be in Aquarius season then. We've got Jupiter in Pisces. And there you are, this air sign, trying to create these nice, firm foundations of happiness and everything else. And I think you're doing it. You're juggling. We'll see if any of the other more stable balancing cards come out. But when you're not balanced, when Libra is not balanced, they take it differently. You guys take it differently than everybody else. Now, some of you can channel that energy really well into something physical like sports or whatever. And that's really helpful. But a lot of you Libras don't do that. And it can throw you off and you can internalize and you can block stuff out mentally. So that's where this devil shows up. And then the nice thing is with the current energies that are there, this is actually giving you some sense that things are going according to plan, because the Ace of Pentacles is the first sign of growth. That's the first sign of some money, a new job, something is beginning to show up in your life. For an air sign, I think right now you are a little more emotional than usual. You're getting caught up, swept up. There's that feeling of you feel victorious, but it's a little unsettling at the same time. Like you're being caught up in something and you're like, ooh, how do I stabilize this? That's your default of trying to stabilize the waves. You can't do that. You have to figure out how do you navigate the waves. You can't stabilize them. So the 10 of Pentacles, a lot of people are getting this. And I think that's because the overall energies, if you look at my reading, the collective reading for yesterday, you're going to see a lot of this 10 of Pentacles energy in there. Most people so far have gotten it in their readings. Now, the 5 of Wands and this together, let's just look at this for a moment. This is a little unsettling for you. So there is a lot of what you tell yourself going on. And it's based on, I think you're finally beginning to realize that a lot of it is based on what other people think of themselves, what other people think of you. It's not valid for you. It could cause some bickering, or you're remembering bickering, or something that's going on is reminding you of that. You don't want to be bickering and you don't want to put anybody else down. In order to stop that cycle, you can't do it the same way. You can't throw back at those people what they're throwing at you, because it's never going to stop. So what you need to do is break free from that pattern. And 7 of Wands, sevens are they're kind of magical in a certain way. They're transformative. The 5s have a lot of conflict. There's always some kind of a conflict. But the 7s, he's breaking through these bars, but it's his own thing. This is being able to defend yourself against the onslaught of other people's negative beliefs. Standing in your light, don't dim your light. Know who you are. And that knowing who you are is also about what parts of all of this stuff is actually me. You know, we're this amalgamation of everything that we've experienced, all our cells, of our genetics, our the food we ate, where we lived, you know, the kid that sat next to us in kindergarten, you know, whatever, the bed we slept on last night. So it's really looking at yourself and saying, yes, all of these components brought me here, but what are the parts that are intrinsically me? What are the parts of this that I get to take forward? What parts can I create now on my own with a new perspective? There's lots of little, it's like you're doing some homework. Ooh, look at these 8s coming out together. All these little things that you need to attend to, all these loose ends. It feels like since last Libra season, actually, when we were in the end of September, October, but I feel like it was mostly October, you started trying to gain control over your environment by doing all the little things, all the little tasks. But you haven't noticed that the cage is open. You can fly out now anytime, but you're kind of caught in this do until loop, and you forgot about what the until was. Well, that until is right now. Switch decks. Using so that is that deck that I was just using is the Tarot of Mystical Moments by Katrin Welz-Stein, and this one is the Curious Creatures by Chris Ann. And I also have I have 4 decks by her, but the other one that I'll use is the Sacred Creator Oracle deck, and I'll just pull one at the end. I never know where these readings are going to go. Okay, you got 3 cards. That's it for this. They flew out together. So what do we have again? This is critical right now. 7 of Wands, 2 decks. You are defending yourself. You're not on the attack. You're just defending your position. You're defending who you are. And you're actually just redefining who that is at the moment. And it's coming from, it's hard to say this with this card because it's so funny, but it's coming from this very spiritual place. Like you're tapped in, you've tapped into somebody, your higher self. That's who the somebody is. And that somebody seems to be an aerobic llama on an amplifier, you know, I don't know. But, you know, what this makes me think of also is that being spiritual doesn't mean being serious and, you know, dry and pious and stoic. This is fun. Look at this. There's keys there on that chain. Okay, unlocking, having fun. That's also spiritual. That's highly evolved, being able to do that. And the last card is this Temperance. It's balance again. This is a Libra card. Okay, what's interesting, okay, when we look at this wave, if we were actually able to turn it and look at it the other way, change in perspective, it would look like an infinity symbol. So now, last card I'm going to pull for you. Oh, the bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles. So balance, reciprocity. It's a similar color. All the blues and greens. A lot of blues and greens. Blues and greens. Shift the way to new potential. Shift the way to new potential. What number do we have? We have an 11, which is a 2, but I think we'll keep it at an 11. 29, 11. Okay, there you go, Libra. I hope that resonated with you. Get out of your own head, stand firm, redefine who you are. Have a great week.